The small town of Maplewood was known for its quaint charm and friendly community. Everyone knew each other, and it was a place where nothing out of the ordinary ever happened. That was until the day 50 cats went missing from their homes. For weeks, residents had been searching high and low for their beloved pets. Flyers were posted and search parties were organized, but no one could find a trace of the missing cats. It wasn't until a month later that something strange happened. One of the neighbors, Mrs. Jenkins, noticed a strange odor emanating from the house next door. The smell was overpowering, and it was clear that something wasn't right. She alerted the authorities, and they rushed to the scene. When they entered the house, they found something that shook the entire town to its core. The basement was filled with 50 cats, all sleeping soundly, as if they were drugged with sleeping pills. The authorities quickly realized that someone had fed the cats large amounts of sleeping pills and locked them in the basement. But who would do such a thing? And why? The town was in a state of shock. It was inconceivable that someone could be so cruel to innocent animals. The authorities launched an investigation, but it seemed as though the culprit had vanished into thin air. Days turned into weeks, and the town was no closer to finding out who had committed this heinous act. But then, a breakthrough came. One of the neighbors had installed a security camera on their porch, and it had captured footage of a suspicious car driving away from the house on the night of the incident. It was a small lead, but it was enough for the authorities to track down the owner of the car. It turned out that the culprit was a man who had recently moved to the town. He had a history of animal cruelty, but no one had known about it. He took the cats, fed them food containing sleeping pills, and locked them in the basement as a sick form of entertainment. The man was arrested and charged with animal cruelty, and the cats were reunited with their owners. It was a happy ending to a harrowing story, but the town would never forget the horror that had taken place.